Louis Rotary Club. My name is Steve Scott. I am the secretary acting as today's meeting host. Mike, our president, is here, but is going to have to dip out to jump into one of the many committees and things he's involved with in the community. So Mike, we appreciate you being here for as long as you can. Let's go around the room and give our Rotarians an opportunity to introduce themselves quickly and our guests as well. Sylvia Melendez, how are you today?
Good, thank you. My name is Sylvia Melendez. I'm the CEO of the San Dimas Chamber of Commerce.
Thanks for being here. And Glenn Johnson, good to see you, sir.
Good to see you too. Name is Glenn Johnson. I'm a member of the Satellite Rotary Club Military Family Support.
Thanks very much for being here. Elizabeth Sachs, how are we doing? You're muted. See, that's a you problem there, Ellie.
Here I am.
There you go.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Elizabeth Sachs, retired Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Happy to be here.
Thank you for being here. And Margarita McGee, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic.
Rita McGee, local estate planning attorney, and involved in a lot of things.
Understatement. Dominic Torres, how are you?
Doing fantastic. Dominic Torres, High Point Brewing Company, and the chair of the Satellite Rotary.
Awesome. Thanks, Dominic. And Nick McGee, how are you?
Fine.
There you are.
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Good. Thanks for being here.
Apologies for my tardiness.
No problem. It happens. We'll revisit that in the fine portion of the meeting. Raymond Foster, how you doing, sir?
Hi, Raymond Foster, your Zoom master today. Very busy.
I'm sure you are. And Michael Wallace, good to see you, bud.
Good to see you. Thank you, Steve, for jumping in to host the meeting today. I will be over at San Dimas High School judging senior projects today and tomorrow. But president of Better Home Financial, mortgage and real estate brokerage here in San Dimas. Happy to be here.
Thanks for taking time. Appreciate it, Mike. Noel Hernandez, how are you today?
Doing good. Thank you for having me. I've been meaning to visit this club for a while already.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Yeah, Sylvia Melendez invited me. I met her in person yesterday at our restaurant in San Dimas, and we're now officially members of the chamber. So
congratulations. That is fantastic. Great to see. Okay. I think that is everybody. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Oh, actually, I did. Patrick Henning, how are you today?
I'm doing great. I work for Treasurer Fiona Ma.
Fantastic. Thank you for taking time. And how are you, Catherine?
Hello, thank you. I am External Affairs for the Treasurer. I will say, Michael, I'm actually by the way, I'm very impressed with all the skateboards and in your background. So just always interesting to see who has what behind there. So.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, actually, most of them are autographed
by him. And finally, Brian Baker, how are you today?
I'm doing good. Brian Baker with Ameriprise Financial, getting part of the San Dimas Chamber and the Rotary Club. So glad to be here.
Fantastic, Brian. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Now on to the reason that we are all here. As we have said many times since we switched to this Zoom platform, it has afforded us an opportunity to have some amazing speakers from all over the world, literally. Today is no exception. We are honored to have the 34th Treasurer of the state of California, Fiona Ma, with us. Fiona serves as the state's primary banker for the world's fourth largest economy. Her office processes approximately $3 trillion in payments annually, manages an investment portfolio exceeding $150 billion, and oversees more than $80 billion in outstanding bonds and funds schools, housing, roads, hospitals, recycling initiatives, and other critical infrastructure projects that directly impact our communities. Fiona, again, I know you're extremely busy. We greatly appreciate you taking time to be with us today. Take it away.
Thank you. No, Steve, thank you so much. I am a Rotarian as well. I am part of Oakland. I think it's Oakland 5 Rotary Club. But I love this Zoom format because, like you said, you can definitely access more speakers this way. But happy that the Rotary, it seems like the Rotary and the Chamber are doing a lot together. And so this is maybe a 2-for-1. I can knock off what I would say to the chambers as well as the Rotary. It'll hopefully resonate, and you can help us get the word out about a lot of the programs and some interesting bills, because I know that you have someone related to the veteran community. So I just got off a Zoom with the Vet Success webinar earlier this morning, so I still have my notes handy in my hand. So anyway, so I am your state treasurer. I am your banker. I take in, like Steve said, over $3 trillion. I give the controller whatever she needs to pay the bills, and then I invest the rest of the idle funds. It's about 185 billion today. I issue bonds twice a year for the state of California, the UC and the CSU systems for all of the infrastructure, transportation related, roads, bridges, government buildings, etc. And then I also chair 15 boards and commissions that funds and finances everything from affordable housing, hospitals, children's hospitals, emergency crisis beds, public transportation, schools, advanced manufacturing, green energy, garbage and recycling, lots of small business programs, and I have core savings programs, which I would love to go into in a little bit. And then I sit on CalPERS and CalSTRS, the 2 largest pension funds in the nation, the Earthquake Authority, the iBank, California Housing Finance Authority. So I always say, whoever needs and wants money, please come see me. And so I'm very popular around all 58 counties, because we usually have some program that can help with some of the big ticket items that need a little bit of gap financing. And so that's where the government comes into play, is when people cannot access traditional financing, or it's way too expensive. In the private sector, government, we have a lot of programs that can help subsidize and fill that gap for people who need financing but that cannot get it. So let's see, I would just like to talk about a couple of programs that you may not be familiar with. We have our CalCap for small business. These are loan loss reserves and loan loss guarantee programs for participating lenders to incentivize them to lend. Because if the borrower does not pay the money back, the state will pay it back. And I'm always amazed, because I have to do the reports every year, that there's very little default, that people do actually pay it back. And so these are usually, lower interest that you can get in the private market for your credit rating, and with longer payback periods. We also have a great program called Go Green Financing. If you are trying to save money on your utility costs, whether you're a homeowner, a business, or a small apartment owner, you're trying to put solar or double pane windows, or maybe LED lights, or even for landscaping, water resistant plants and HVAC units, or if you're a restaurant, more efficient and energy kitchen stoves and appliances. This is a great program. Again, lower interest rate, longer payback periods. GoGreenFinancing.com. And then for 1st through 12th graders on free and reduced lunch, they're over $500 into their child savings account for college education, or a certified apprenticeship program. If they're homeless, another 500. If they're a foster youth, another 500. And it has been so difficult to give out this free money. CalKids.org, all the child or parent needs to do is put in their student ID. The money is sitting in their account if they're eligible, and the sooner that they claim their money, the more that they will earn through compounding interest. Also for newborns born after July 1st, 2022, they are also eligible for $75 to $175. That's not that many, but we're really trying to encourage parents or guardians to open up a Scholarship 529 account. And this is where parents and guardians can put money into the account every month. They can send around a gift link so their friends and family can also help the child stay out of high student loan debt. And I have resource guides on my website for small businesses, these programs, as well as higher not to have to go into high student loan debt. And talking about students, community college is free for any first-time college attendee. And so really encouraging, those that don't know what they want to do, perhaps to, save a little bit of money, go to a community college for the first 2 years, and then, transfer. And many of these schools have automatic transfer programs. If you maintain a certain grade point average, you will automatically get admitted to a UC CSU school, for example. And many of those UCs and CSUs now are taking more in state students. So it's a great opportunity to take advantage of the community college pathway to our UC and CSUs. Let's see, what else would you? Since we have a veteran on the call, would really like support for a bill that I am working on with Senator Bob Archuleta. He is head of our military and veterans committee, and that bill is SB 1407 by Bob Archuleta, which would exempt 100% military retirement pay from California taxes. We are losing too many of our retirees to other states. I think 38 states offer this type of state income tax exemption, and we are just trying to make sure that as the state that has the largest amount of military bases and installations here, that we keep these good people here. Their spouses are working, their kids are going to school, and we really want to make sure that we do the best that we can for for our military personnel. And so that is SB 1407. It is going through committee. Senator Archuleta did sponsor it 2 years ago, and now, given that there's a little bit of money in the May revise, hopefully we could get this bill to the finish line. What else, Kat, should I be talking about? I apologize. I'm heading up to Nevada Valley, Grass Valley, Nevada City, for a number of different tours. So
I would say Disney plates and Hope.
Oh, very good. Okay, so another savings account. Okay, I'll talk about our other savings accounts. So our Cal Savers program is for businesses that don't offer a retirement savings for their employees. So these are like pops, startups, nonprofits, where if you have one or more employee and you don't offer a retirement savings plan, don't worry. You can register, sign them up for our Cal Savers program. It is a post-tax program, so similar to a Roth IRA, and it is based on a set it and forget it model. So when you register them, we usually start at 5% of their salary. It goes into their savings account. It is in their own name. So once you sign them up, you don't have any other fiscal or legal liability, and the account stays with them, whether they move, whether they quit, or whatever. This is really a game changer for small businesses and nonprofits who obviously want to offer the best that they can, but feasibly, financially, it's not. It doesn't make sense for them. We also have our Cal Able program for people with disabilities. Starting January 1st of this year, anybody who has a disability before 46 years old, you can now save up to $20,000 in that person's name. And again, it is a post-tax Roth IRA, similar account. But before, people with disabilities, they could only have up to $2,000 in their own name without jeopardizing their SSI and other benefits from the federal government. So this is really a game changer, especially for parents who have kids with disabilities, and they're always worried that they only have, $2,000. They can't have a savings account, they can't have stocks, they can't leave, they can't have a house. So this is really, giving parents, especially, a sense of peace of mind and independence for those who have a disability. And you can send around a gift link as well. To your friends and family, during the holidays. And then our newest account is our Hope accounts for any child who lost a parent or guardian due to COVID. or longtime foster youth in the system for 18 months or more, they will be eligible for $3,000. Again, free money. They just have to claim it. And then the sooner they claim it, the more interest will compound, and they can again use it for college savings or an apprenticeship program. So these are a little bit different than the Trump accounts, because the Trump accounts also free money, but after you hit the age of 18, you can use the money for whatever you want. You can go buy a car or whatever. But these, our programs, Scholarship 529, as well as our Hope accounts, are really to try and incentivize and encourage our young people to think about higher education or entering a trade. And then the most exciting program that we've had in a while is our Disneyland license plates. I oversee all of the children's bonds for our children's hospital bonds. We have 13 children's hospitals in California. Thanks to the voters, they've passed 3 rounds of funding to help our children's hospitals, and this is really a great public-private partnership. So these plates, the standard plate's $50. After administration fees, the rest will go back to our children's hospitals to help for more operations, research and development, and the likes. And we only needed 7,500 these plates, and we've gotten over 40,000 people that have already registered saying that they are interested, and so we are moving that process along. So that's super expensive, and exciting. And these days when things are costing more and more, having these type of public-private partnerships are really important to maintain some of our institutions, our schools, our hospitals, etc. Any other programs or any other questions you may have?
Go ahead and open it up to questions. I have a comment and a question, but I'll wait if anybody else wants to raise their hand.
Actually, Treasurer, do you want to also speak about the medical relief debt bill?
I think it got stuck.
Oh, darn it. Okay.
Stuck in appropriations. Yeah, that was a bill to try to relieve people of their medical debt. Many people, especially post-COVID, had a lot of debt hanging over their head. And so we were trying to model a program after LA County that really did work, but it got stuck in Appropriations Committee.
We're going to see what we can do and convince the governor it's still a good idea and put it in his budget, but that's an uphill battle. He's got lots of priorities.
I'm sure.
Did SB say
you want to share anything you want to share with us that are concerned in your area, San Dimas, that we may or may not know about? Love to hear from your members.
Any of our San Dimas residents want to chime in there? Well, I will say, as a small business owner, thank you and whoever else is responsible for how easy and efficient the CalSaver setup was. I was a little worried about how daunting that might be and how inefficient it was. It was super simple. I was blown away at how easy it was. So thank you for making that easy for people who, like me, who aren't that smart and needed to get ourselves through that.
Well, great. How many employees do you have?
Just one.
Oh, okay. Great. Well, we're always looking to highlight people who like the program, so maybe we'll be contacting you.
Okay. All right. Sounds like a plan. I did have a question on the community college plan. I understand it's for first-time students. What are the other requirements? Do they have to take a certain amount of units? Is it for a certain amount of years? How does that work?
Yeah, I don't have it at my fingertips. I don't know if Patrick or Kat, you do, but yes, they do have to maintain a certain amount of units. So it's not intended to be like a 4-year program where you're doing it part-time, but
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And Catherine, thank you so much for getting all of the links into our chat. That's fantastic. Gives us the time to read through everything after this meeting's over. So thanks a lot.
I had just a comment from the real estate side. I just know my phone starts ringing and there tends to be just kind of an overwhelming amount of interest in the California Dreams for All program. Do you have any insight into, I know the funds run out incredibly fast. Probably not a question for you, but are there plans in the pipeline to put more money toward that program?
Yeah, so thank you, Michael. Yeah, so we just released our third tranche of Dream for All quickly, and then the second and third tranche history, following time, but extremely popular. It's up to
Treasurer, can you repeat
it's up
yourself?
to-
You're breaking up. If you can repeat yourself.
Okay, so that was where
Still losing you. You talked about releasing your third tranche, and then we lost everything you said after that.
Okay, yeah, third tranche. So the governor just proposed his May. Patrick, I'm going through. Maybe Patrick can talk about the budget and how it's better than expected. So hopefully the governor will put this money back into, fund this program. Yeah, go ahead, Patrick.
Y'all have to bear with me. I'm sure she'll jump right back on when you're ready to jump in. Treasurer, just let us know. But we were all expecting a down budget this year, and by we all, Moody's, all the economists looking at where we're at, and because of the tremendous economic engine that California is with our AI companies, frankly, SpaceX down in the Los Angeles area out of Hawthorne, looking to go public. Those fortunes shifted, and the state, because we're so heavily dependent upon our very rich in our state, is seeing a boom of approximately 19 billion over what our projections were. So that will not only take care of, at least the governor's proposed for us to not only take care of the spending for this year, but then also the deficit that we projected for the following year. We're hopeful that we get another tranche for our Dream for All program. If you know that program, it has been tightening up. Initially, it was, hey, for first-time home buyers, we'll help you out with down payment assistance up to $150,000. And then it's been crunched down to if you or your parents didn't own a home and you are the first of your family to own a home, and it's being crunched even further. It's way oversubscribed. There's about 5,000 Californians that have been able to receive this benefit, but there's about 40,000 eligible folks that have applied for this type of a benefit. So we're really trying to do as much.
Thank you. Crazy, huh?
There's a lot of complexity to it, but yeah, the demand, because it really is the dream. Home ownership isn't something to be taken for granted, and for folks that are lucky enough to own their own home at this point, we all know how much of our value and money is wrapped up into it. But it's been a tremendous thing for our state. The state also, just so you know, for all of us who are not first-time home buyers and are just taxpayers, the state does recoup that money when the house is sold, and then the money gets reused for that same program to help first-time home buyers again. And so it is an evergreen program. It's been a tremendous thing for our state. I'm hopeful that we're able to continue to see that moving forward. The treasurer does play a role on it as she sits on the CAEATFA board that does put out those grants. We try to put as much as we can up on our website about it when those grants become available. But as the treasurer said, it's a matter of, hey, do we have the funds and can we keep putting this program together?
Yeah, and so the funds come back when the property owner, homeowner sells the property or refinances. So this is free 20%, up to 20%, or $150,000 free down payment assistance. So as you can tell, I mean, this is like a windfall that, you know, people are like, oh my God, never thought I would become a homeowner. I also issue the CalVet Home Loan Program bond. So there is money for any veteran. It doesn't have to be a first-time home buyer. And that loan is not based on FICO scores, but really the ability of that veteran to pay back that loan. So it is a lot more flexible, but there is money for veterans. And then CAEATFA has a number of down payment assistance programs as well. And depending on, sometimes it's rural and you know, other niches. You probably know, Michael, about the CAEATFA, also home ownership, first-time home buyer programs as well.
Excellent. Thank you. Do we have any other questions? Okay, well, Treasurer Ma, Catherine, Patrick, thank you all for your time. Wish you the very best in the many, many challenges you have. But to take time to speak to our small little club here is very, very cool, and we greatly appreciate it.
And I just want to add one thing.
Oh, please.
One thing, Steve, if anybody needs any help, like you're having a hard time getting through to an agency, nobody's responding to you, emails, please email us at askfiona@treasure.ca.gov. Catherine Asprey in my office, that is her #1 priority, is to get back to folks. So even if it's something that we spoke about, or you forgot to ask, or you know, you can't get your refund from Franchise Tax Board, no one's answering the call from DMV, please send us an email and we will definitely help you.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you
You
all.
have a great rest of your day.
Okay. Stay safe. Bye.
Okay. Moving on to the next part of our Rotary meeting is our illustrious fine master. Rita, take it away.
I actually had it ready today. All right. Okay. Fine master, if you wish to fine yourself for the good, bad, or the ugly, good being because you're winning in life and you can afford it, bad because we want to make sure we keep you humble, and the ugly because if you did that, we deserve monetary, God, I can't even talk. I'm sorry. Monetary compensation for the emotional distress. So, every dollar that is donated does go back to the community in one way. So technically it is a charity. Who would like to start?
We'll start since nobody else is jumping up. I'll find myself $10, largely just to apologize for missing last week's meeting. So throw $10 in there for me. Also, just as a reminder, we all commit to a certain level of dollar fines before our year starts, and our year ends in a little over a month. So please make sure if you haven't paid Raymond for your fines, please make sure you do so. Anybody else want to find themselves?
Oh my.
Wow. Okay.
Now, this is Nick. I'll find myself.
How much we find ourselves, Nick?
I'm going to find myself $10 as well, too. $5 because I didn't miss today's meeting, but I was running a little bit late trying to take care of some work stuff. And another $5 because I'm married to the most beautiful attorney in the city of San Dimas. I should be penalized for that.
Nicely done, sir.
Wow.
So
I'll
he's
find
technically
myself.
not finding himself $10 because I'm the one that pays for it.
Neither here nor there, but
I was kind of shocked that it was only $5, but all right.
Yeah.
I'll find myself $10. I got a raise. My daughter graduated college. Yay.
Congratulations to both of you.
So there it is.
Okay. All right, Rita, thank you very much. Moving on to Action 360. Have a couple different agenda items on here. Raymond, anything on the food drive that we need to address, or are we just kind of in a holding pattern for the next one right now?
No, as a matter of fact, I'm beginning to print out the envelopes, and I will set a date in June for an envelope stuffing party because we want to get the mailers out for the August 15th event. We want to get those out at the end of June so that they're ready. Also, we put the deposit down on the caterer of $2,000. So for Diamond Bar for the Marine Corps dinner, and that's going very well. August 15th, keep the date open. We'll need all kinds of help. And then the transportation date out to the bases will be the 17th.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. Next up on our agenda in the Action 360 is the Cornhole Tournament. Nothing really new to announce there, just as a reminder. Saturday, August 1st, Laverne Brewing. Check-in, I believe, is at noon. Cornhole Tournament will start at 1. Our plan is to have representatives from, I think, every branch of the military.
We are working on that. I will tell you that sponsorship, let me tell you which lanes are still available. People who are looking for, let's see here. Sponsors. That's last year's. We still have 3 lanes open for sponsorships, and we have all kinds of stuff, sponsoring teams and that kind of stuff is still available. So that's what's going on with that.
Okay.
So.
As far as that event goes, there are really 2 things that we need. One is your attendance. We had a great turnout last year, but that was largely because we had 30 plus Marines. We are not going to have that amount of Marines this year. We are hoping to get military members from other branches, but we really would like a good Rotarian turnout. If you have friends, family members who you'd like to bring along, it was a lot of fun. Really, really good time sharing the cornhole tournament with the soldiers and celebrating them and raising money for them. So if you can make it, please do so. You'll have a good time for sure. We also, yes, Raymond.
Yes, when you get finished with your thing, I wanted to add some stuff to that.
We also need raffle prizes. So if you know anybody in the community that is willing to make a donation that we can raffle off during the event, those are incredibly important. I'm working on a couple. I'll still have some of the ones I had last year, but anybody who's got some connections within the city or in surrounding cities that might be willing to donate, please let us know because we are in dire need of raffle prizes.
So we have already 3 team sponsors. In other words, that's people who want to sponsor a team. To sponsor a team is $100. And lanes that are for sponsorship is the Army, Navy, Coast Guard, and Space Force. So if you'd like to sponsor a lane, that's $500. And then, of course, register your team. We only have 1 team registered so far. And as Steve said, we need raffle prizes.
Excellent.
That's it.
So keep that on your calendar. It's not that far away. The time is flying. Lastly, in the Action 360 USMC dinner, a lot of moving and shaking there. Raymond, why don't you give us an update?
Yeah, the deposit was put down, and we have a location be the Diamond Bar Center, and so we went with a 200 seat paradigm, but can expand up to 430. And we thought we would expand as we got closer, depending on ticket sales. So I think we'll kick that over probably mid-August. And so it's looking good. It's going to be a great event.
Fantastic. Okay. Anything before we kind of move on to the calendar, anything else, any other Rotary issues that anybody needs to bring up? Yes, Raymond.
So next board meeting, we're going to be adopting the budgets for the foundation, for feeding military families, probably for making spirits bright, and also for the club. And we'll be looking at officers for 26, 27, going into 27, 28. So it's an important board meeting to structure things moving forward as a club. And so I would encourage everybody to be present.
Anybody else?
Go on, Sylvia. There's something going on June 10th. You better tell everybody about.
Oh man, there's so much going on. So we have on June 10th, we have the board, San Dimas board installation and an awards presentation. If anybody's interested in attending, we're gonna have really good food. And it's not his official last event, but it's his second to last official event for Raymond. He's been serving, he's been doing such a great job. So we want to make sure to help support and be there for him. So And then we also have the State of the City. Sorry, I know that this wasn't brought up, but please attend if you're able. So State of the City is on the 25th. It's a Thursday at the Senior Center, San Dimas Senior Center. And that is his official last event. So.
And he knows that.
Yeah, he's so happy. He did a great job.
All right. Thanks, Sylvia.
They just
Okay,
want to get
let's.
they just want to get
Go
the
ahead.
keys before I wreck the thing. That's all. I know what's going on.
We made it.
Hey, I was gonna say you made it this far. I took the under, so kudos to you. All right, let's move on to the calendar.
Okay, so we have two calendars. I'm going to put up first here till the end of the year. Rotary year runs till June 30th. We have one more speaker, and that is Steve Scott. We'll be talking about the state of homeowners insurance in California, and that is on June 3rd. And the board meeting, and then our semi-annual club assembly at Origin. We're going to send out a thing pretty quick for you to please RSVP for that, so we'll know how many are going to be there. And of course, we're dark on the 24th going into the 2026, which is July 3rd, the big celebration here in town. So lots of us are working on that. So we're going to be dark going in. So then I'll pull up the next calendar year. We already have speakers. If you have a speaker or you'd like me to research and find a speaker on a specific subject, let me know. And as Steve said, we've had people from all around the world. It's been very crazy, the people we can actually get come to Rotary and speak to the San Dimas Rotary Club. So it's been crazy and amazing. And here is the beginning of the year. We already have, you can see that. Artists of Power of Strategic Storytelling. Then the next guy in August is Improv for Life, and he does stand-up comedy. He's going to talk about how improv will help you as a speaker. And then Leadership Lessons from the Happiest Place on Earth. It's a guy who talks about Walt Disney. And as you can see, we're already kicking things over. So if you have a suggestion, let me know. That's it, Steve.
Thank you, Raymond. Folks, anything else before we call it a day?
Yes, June 3rd at Mountain Rescue. Sounds like there's rescuing going on outside my office right now. It is nuts. I'm not sure what's happening currently, but it's been nonstop. There's one more. I don't know if you could hear them. But
Wow.
Mountain Rescue event to support our station volunteers, which includes Mountain Rescue, our explorers, volunteers on patrol, from 5:30 to 7 at Mountain Rescue, which is here on First Street. So everyone's welcome to attend. We have raffle prizes, silent auctions, and we'll see what else.
Awesome. Thanks, Rita.
God, if I could mention a couple of our events, if that's okay.
Yeah, please do.
So we have today Arcadia multi-chamber mixer. It's with 16 chambers, and it's pretty much sold out, but let me know if you're interested. It's 250 people at the location there in Arcadia. Sorry, let me grab the at Le Meridian Hotel. And then we also have Biz Fest at the Azusa Golf Course. And then the 21st, which is tomorrow. And then we have AC Concepts. We have a ribbon cutting. And then I did want to mention that Noel, we're having a June 4th ribbon cutting at Pink Heaven. And it's going to be at 4:30 at their location on Foothill. And that's it for me.
Noel, give us a little Pink Heaven description. Tell us
Oh
about
my
it.
gosh, it's so good. We were there yesterday and they gave us the amazing lumpias, right, Noel?
Yep, lumpia.
And we
Yep.
had, well, you could describe it. You know a lot more about it.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me space. So we just opened almost 3 weeks ago, and we wanted to open for like 2 years ago, but because of some paperwork and stuff. But hey, we're open now. So we're a Filipino infusion restaurant. So we have familiar, typical Filipino dishes like adobo, lumpia, pancit, if you're familiar with that. But we also have some fusion dishes, some other influences. We started, long story short, my family and I have started in the food industry about 25 years ago in the Philippines. We moved to the States, this side of the county, almost 5 years ago, and we finally opened our first location in the United States. So we want to give SoCal our version of Filipino, our heritage, all our travels. And I'm also a very passionate #Rotary geek. So it's so nice to connect with fellow Rotarians. I am active with District 5300, even if I'm officially not part of the district. And I might see some of you at the district assembly on Saturday. I'll be giving a talk for Rotaract. And what else? Yeah. So please be, it was June 4th. So our ribbon cutting, and thank you so much, Sylvia, for all the help and we're now members of the chamber. So I've been meaning to be part of the chamber and also drop in at San Dimas Rotary. So everything's coming together. So if you have any questions, I'll just leave my details in the chat. And I'd love to see everyone in person one day. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Well,
We
I've
wish
seen
you
Sylvia.
wish you
Thank
the best of luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
Okay, folks. Well, appreciate everybody taking time out of their schedule to be here today. And we are dark next week, so we'll see you in 2 weeks for a really, really exciting conversation about homeowners insurance, which I'm sure everybody's super fired up for. Have a great rest of the day, folks. We'll talk to you later.